Welcome back to my channel. Thanks for stopping by. Feel free to subscribe if you like to help my little channel grow. So I've completed the Less Is Now challenge. And, well, we have some thoughts. So the first thing I realized was control. Control. Very important thing that most of us don't have. That's what I'll tell you. So I noticed that I was receiving a lot of the stuff in my home from gifts, like Christmas gifts and birthday gifts. And I have no control over what somebody chooses to give me. Now I have asked my family to please don't give us anything big, especially when my son was very small. I said, please don't buy him any huge toys. Most of the time they don't listen. Not much you can do about that. And we have asked, because my family is kind of like, well, you can't have nothing. I mean, you can't not have a Christmas gift, right? So I'm like, okay, well, if you want to get us something, what about getting us like a grocery store gift card, right? Because everybody needs to buy groceries and it's a pretty big expense when you add it up for the whole year. And I'm like, well, I want free groceries. And they're like, really? That's what you want? I'm like, yeah. Who doesn't want free groceries? So sometimes we get grocery store gift cards, which is amazing, and I love that gift. The other thing I noticed was people were randomly bringing stuff over. And I mean randomly, like not even for a special occasion or an event or a holiday. They would show up at my door just coming to visit and be like, here, I brought you a bag of stuff. And I'm like, well, what is it? And they're like, well, just, take it and look through it, and if you want it, keep it. So now I have a bag of stuff in my house. And especially when my kid was smaller, they used to bring over like countless garbage bags of clothing, which on one hand I loved because I got almost all his clothing growing up for free. But on the other hand, it also came with boxes and boxes of toys. So yeah, free is great, but sometimes the randomness of it, the stuff's in your house, not theirs. What about the other people who live in the house? So I have a boyfriend, and I have a son, and I have cats. So the cats know they don't bring anything in the house, but, they poop a lot. So my boyfriend buys stuff he wants. That's up to him. That's his choice. I'm not one of those nagging girlfriends that tells him not to buy stuff. He buys it and he brings it in the house, and then the stuff's in the house. The other thing is my kids' school. Oh my goodness gracious. Any of you out there has kids that went to school? Of course they went to school, I hope so. Or they're being homeschooled, whatever. But the amount of stuff that kid brought home in elementary school was insane. Absolutely insane. Now that he's in high school, there is less in terms of projects and art stuff, etc. But there is a ton of papers. A lot of paper. Which thankfully you could put in the recycling or the compost. Now, the other thing I realized was, look, when you actually start to look around your house and you realize the items that you don't use, and you start thinking, well, when did I use it last? And if you can't remember, or you haven't used it in 1 year, why are you keeping it? And I really noticed some of that with some clothing or like some dishes. And I'm like, well, maybe, some people put in a 1 year rule where if you haven't used it in a year, then you get rid of it. Some people even do a 6 months rule. It depends how you want to do. The other thing is fit. Does your clothes fit? People are like, well, I'll just keep it in my closet and I'll probably lose weight, or I might gain weight, so I don't want to have to buy the clothes again, which I understand in a way. But if it's sitting there for 2 years, 5 years, and it doesn't fit and you haven't worn it, I think the chances are you're not going to wear it. Now the other thing is where did the stuff come from? How did it get in my house? Now I have an example here, 2 games, because when I went through all the stuff, I noticed these 2 games that were like underneath the cabinet in the corner. And these games were brand new in the original box in the original plastic, never opened. And you'll see it in, if you've watched my series, the Less Is Now series, you would have seen it. But I still can't for the life of me remember where those games came from. I can't. I know for a fact I did not buy them. It's not games that I would buy. We're not a big game watchers or game players. So I still don't know where they came from. So let's flip the page. And what about solutions? What can you do? Can you do anything? Yes, you can. So when you're done decluttering and getting rid of all your stuff, I started to sell items. If the item was in good shape and it wasn't broken and I had all the pieces and it still worked, I put it up for sale on a local Facebook group for my area. I actually run one with over 19,000 members, and it's centered to the towns that are closest to me. So I've been selling a lot of stuff there. There's also Facebook Marketplace, which opens you up to a lot more people from further away. The other thing I run is I run a local free group for my area as well, and we have I think 3,000 to 4,000 members. I can't remember. So I post stuff that I don't see myself selling. You know, if it's like a wooden scraper or a wooden spoon or a coffee mug, something that you really wouldn't sell, I post it for free on the free group, and people take it. People will take anything. As long as you tell them what it is, and you know, if it's expired or if it doesn't work, or you know, they'll even take stuff that's broken and they'll take it just for parts. The other option is, after you've exhausted the first two, is to donate to your local secondhand store. So close by we have a Village de Valeurs, which is like a Savers. We have a Salvation Army, and further away we have a Goodwill, I believe it's called. Right now, as of filming this video on January 27th in Quebec, Canada, we're in lockdown and all those places are closed right now. So all the items that I have not been able to sell or get rid of, they're sitting in my house still, waiting. And I think something really important is this one. Do not go buy it again. Don't declutter something you're going to turn around and go buy, because I feel that's wasting your money twice. Okay, what about feelings? Oh man. Feelings. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Was it hard? Was this challenge hard for me? Well, some of it was hard just for the sheer fact of going through your entire house, every cupboard, closet, drawer, opening up trunks and boxes. It was work, you know, but it's worth it. Did I feel relieved after I did it? Yeah, I did. It was a big eye-opener, because before this challenge, I had already been working on downsizing the house for 2 years. That's why I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to do this challenge, but I actually made it to the end. What about sad? Was I sad? I don't think I was sad. I think I was more disappointed in myself, like for that nice blue expensive winter jacket. I really wish it would still fit. So am I a little sad? Maybe, because like I said at the time when you watched that video, that was the first time I spent that much money on a jacket and actually bought something new, because 99% of my stuff I buy secondhand. So to actually dish out the money for that jacket and then have me put it up for sale, it's not sold yet, but I hope I can sell it. And that's an item that I feel I will not be donating. I will look for a buyer, or I will keep it. We'll see what happens. What about money? How much money have I made up until now? So I'm recording this on January 27th. All the videos have not been posted yet, obviously, to YouTube, as I'm posting them on the day. From selling all the stuff, not just my stuff, the kids' stuff and some of the boyfriend stuff, I have made $208 right now. Now it's $208 back in my pocket, you know, to go towards maybe groceries or a necessity. And that's pretty good. That's money, you know, is it, you want to call it profit? I guess you can call it profit. It costs you money to buy the stuff. But that's $208 that I made instead of taking that item and just donating it, because maybe you just don't want to do the work to sell something. So when I sell something, I do it on a day I'm home, and when people want to come get it, I don't let them into my house, first of all. I don't sell something on a day where I'm home alone. I also will open my front door and go out on the balcony, you know. And yeah, everybody's, you know, it's COVID times right now, but most of the time people just stay to the bottom of the stairs and you hand it over and they hand you the money, whatever. So it's pretty no contact. It's not like we're right beside each other, or if you're that worried about it. So that's about it. I want to know if any of you out there did it. I want to know what you felt. Did you feel like, was it hard for you? Was it easy? Did you have like an epiphany and be like, where'd all this stuff come from? And I'm glad I did it. And I wonder if maybe I'll repeat this challenge next year in January again. And then we'll see if I even have anything in next January. I don't know, it's going to be interesting. So I hope you have a good day wherever you are. I appreciate you taking the time out of your day to watch my videos, because, you know, your time is precious. And if you want to subscribe to my channel, that would be wonderful. I'm trying to really make YouTube like a job. And I really like doing the videos about all kinds of different things. So have a good one.